Alright guys, I want to share a story with you that just happened not this last Friday but the Friday before. I had worked on the Friday. I had Saturday off, so I was up getting ready to go to bed about 1 o'clock in the morning, and so I went outside to use the toilet, and from the lower meadow, I mean, you see everything at night, okay? And I could see lights, look like flashlights up here in the upper meadow. Now, anybody that knows, when I've talked about it, my driveway in is 8/10 of a mile, and we're the last stop in here, and it goes in through the woods. So if you come down my road, you're coming down my road for a purpose. And so I could tell from down there when I had opened the door, there were lights up here in the upper meadow. And I'm like, what the heck? Ain't nobody supposed to be here. So I quickly changed, got dressed, grabbed Hella, threw her in the truck, come up over the top of the hill, and I see a pickup truck leaving. Now again, this is 1 o'clock in the morning, folks, on a Friday night. Alright? I come flying up behind them, put my high beams on, blasted the horn, and they stopped. I got out of my truck, and the first thing I did, I'm always armed, so I pulled my gun out, and I had it in my hand, and I was holding it by my side. And I came up to the truck, the driver's side, and very nicely I asked them, what the F are you doing here? Right? Because I mean, now my adrenaline is just really, really pumping, because I don't know what they're doing. I mean, we have buildings up here. I don't want somebody coming up here thinking they're going to break into these buildings and steal anything. So, like I said, I didn't point it at anybody, but I had it right there at my side ready, because I didn't know what I was walking up into. And the young man was here with his girlfriend, and he said that he had come up to visit the graveyard. His grandfather's buried here, so he's got this new girlfriend, and he wanted to show her the graveyard. So I'm like, not a good time to be coming up in here, at 1 in the morning, you know what I mean? He said, well, we were up at the church. There's an old abandoned church up this way, and they had a bonfire. Now, I knew that was true because about 6 o'clock that night, I had come through, and I saw people sitting outside of the church, had a fire going, so obviously they were out there and they were partying and stuff like that. He explained to me he was the son of the lady that I bought the property from. And I went, okay, all right. So now we kind of de-escalated everything, Again, he goes, well, I didn't even know anybody was up in here. And he may not have, you know what I mean? He didn't, nobody's lived back here. Nobody's been here. So, he doesn't know what the situation is. But I just told him, I said, man, I don't have a problem with you coming and visit your grandpa and stuff like that. But, not at 1 in the morning. So it was a really tense situation, and so like people will ask me, why do you always carry, blah, 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 because you never know what kind of situation you're walking into. You never know what could happen, and you have to be extremely careful, and you better be ready to do what you need to do in that situation. What if they had been up here and were breaking into the buildings and stealing stuff, right? That's a whole different kettle of fish. Now, I just think that they were either high or drunk or whatever they were doing, and he decides at the last minute, hey, I'm going to go show you where my grandpa's buried. I mean, that's, semi-legitimate, all right? But not at 1 in the morning. So, I think that he'll, next time, come and visit at a more reasonable hour instead of that type of time frame. But crazy, just unbelievably crazy. Very scary situation. But, you better be ready to defend and protect what is yours. No Now over here, guys, we got 5 of the pear trees have made it. We did lose one. That one has been taken out. It did not, it was done, absolutely done. So we're gonna walk back here real quick and just kind of, I think the bees are probably hunkering down. The last couple days have been extremely cold. So I don't think that they're having a lot of activity back here. But we can take a look. Yeah, they're not having a lot of activity at all. They're inside. So, we've got a couple of dead bees here. What happens again, you get to a certain point and the bees inside will get rid of, there's one coming out saying, hey, what's going on here? So, you know, they'll get rid of the drones because they don't want them, because all the drones do is they breed with the queen and they need the honey to get through. So there's a couple flying out here, you see them coming out, but not a ton of activity, which is fine. They're in there, they're trying to stay warm. They're probably all surrounded by the queen, but I told you guys I had broke this down. So now we just have the 2 boxes, and there's a bee right there, you can see, I think getting ready to go in, possibly. And yep, there he goes, going inside. So I took the 2 top boxes off. These 2 boxes here, completely full of honey, and you know, and larvae and all that type of stuff. So easier for them to keep these 2 warm than to keep everything stacked up and have open areas where, you know, the breeze can get in there and stuff like that. But no, the bees are doing great. Hopefully, you know, we get through the winter without any issues, and we'll go from that. With this shipping container here, it helps to block a lot of the wind, so they're not getting a lot of that. So that's going to protect them that way as well. So anyway, so that's what's going on there. I did do that. I wanted to show you that I had done that. And but yeah, just like I said, it's just it's a little bit of everything. I think that we've had a very productive year here at the homestead, but we're going to protect what we have at the same time and make sure nobody comes in here acting foolish. And so that's you know, that's also a big part of everything that we are doing. So we did lose one pear tree. I think, and I don't know about these fig trees. Now, when we pulled all the weeds and stuff out of there, it looked like there was a couple of lower shoots that did come through and were doing okay. So we're going to have to see. We'll check these in the spring and, you know, kind of go from there. But hopefully the fig trees are going to be okay. We'll find out. But the apple and the peach trees, they're all good. So, like I said, very productive year, I think. I'm real happy with all of our progress that we're making. We are in way better shape than we were even a couple of months ago. Now, we've been obviously task-oriented, focused on several things. Obviously, winter is coming. You know, we're going to be warming up after today. We're going to be like in the 70s, low 70s through the rest of the week. The sun is going to be out and those type of stuff. But just the last couple of days have been very cold. At night, we're going to be in the 40s after today. So not bad, but anyway, so that's where we're at. Like I say, things are progressing very well. Real happy with where we're at, and we'll just continue to work at stuff. And whenever something happens, hopefully we're ready. All right, guys, I'm jumping off for now. Prep Nurse 1 out for now.